So we did a lot of work with Kona, teaching her to walk on a loose leash without pulling us. And there were a couple of exercises I did every day that if you continue doing them, even just a few minutes a day, they will act as a preventative measure so that she never goes back to pulling like she used to pull. So the first thing that I would do every day, okay, is have her do consecutive sits. Sit. Good. Okay. Sit. Good. Okay. Sit. Good. Okay. Sit. Good. Okay. Sit. Good. So that was 5 or 6 sits in a row. She's not hungry. If she was hungry, every time that I said sit, she'd be looking up at me and I'd say good. But if she's not hungry and you're still doing training, then good, pet her on the head. Because that's what you're going to be doing more of in the future anyway, is less food, more real life rewards like petting. But everything is about timing. It's not waiting for her to sit and then saying good and then petting her. Her butt hits the ground, good. It's all tied together. Because sometimes you won't even be able to pet her and you want to just say good and have her have a good feeling about the word. So doing these consecutive sits, you see exactly how I did it. I'm having her sit like every 2 feet. That breaks up that cycle of pulling where the dog is always pulling and it gets out of control. Obviously, you know how it used to be. But if you practice these consecutive sits every day, they start to anticipate that they're going to have to sit every couple of feet, and it just breaks up all that cycle of pulling that they did for so long. Every time she has to sit, she has to focus and wait for you to release her again. It's great practice for her sitting skills, and it really helps teach her how to walk on a leash without pulling. And even if you do like 6 or 8 sits like I just did, it takes you less than 1 minute, just do that every day. Do it to where she really sits the first time you tell her. Of course, if you have to repeat the command, well, you wouldn't repeat it, but if she doesn't do it the first time, you pull up with a little bit of pressure, make sure she sits. No reward if you have to help her. Only reward her with a good or a piece of food when she does it when you say it the first time. So just do that every day and you'll see her continuing to stay like she is now and getting better and better. Now another thing that I do every day is these left-hand circles. Okay, whether it's on a sidewalk like this, big circle, sit. Good. Now she seems to want to take the reward, so we'll give her rewards now. Okay. And on a sidewalk, you don't have that much room, so you can't do such a big circle, but you can still walk in a circle all the way around. Sit. Where you finished. Hey, look up here. Good. Just do a circle and have her sit right where you started. And going left draws the dog back next to you, teaches the dog not to pull. It's a great exercise for teaching the dog not to pull. Okay. When you come to a wider space like this, you can do a wider circle. Make sure you're always going left. Don't ever straighten it out like this. Keep going in a circle. It's a big circle. Sit at the end of that circle. She looks up at you. Good. That's the way to do it. These left-hand circles, okay, are really helpful in a lot of different ways. See, big circle, no straight. It's a circle all the way around. Sit. Be ready with your reward. See how she looks up at me. For some reason, she didn't feel like looking up at me. Good, but that's what you do when she looks up. Right away, good, it's tied together with the reward. Eye contact, you're not bending over like that, you're just rewarding her like that. So, consecutive sits, left-hand circles, those 2 things, do them every day. Even if you did like 5 or 6 left-hand circles, 6 or 8 consecutive sits, it would take you all less than 5 minutes to do that, and that's a whole training routine right there. And you'll get used to it, better at it as you practice it, and she'll get better at doing it with you as you practice it. So just do it every day. Okay.